are getting crafty today. We're making an appetizer tray with do-it-yourself guru Linda Bodo. So you got all the supplies here. Show us what we're gonna make.
Okay, how many times have you been at a cocktail party where you've got a plate of food in one hand, your glass of wine in the other hand, and there's no way you can eat? Or shake somebody's hand, or do whatever with your hands. So you put your glass of wine down, you walk away, you eat, you forget about it. Well, this alleviates all those problems because it's a tray and wine glass holder all in one. So you've got your wine here, you've got your food here, you can eat, drink, and be merry.
I love it. Do you have a name for this one?
I call it Très Bien.
Okay, so what do we need to get started?
Well, first thing you're going to do is go to my absolute favorite shopping mecca in the entire universe, which is one of the dollar outlets. So, you know, any one of the stores that you can buy things for $1, and you're going to find yourself either a little wee breadboard like this, you can find a bamboo board like this, or just a plain ordinary wooden board. So the very first thing that we're going to do is create this hole where your wine glass is going to sit. Now this hole is 1.5 inches in diameter, and you can use what I call a Forstner bit, which is this bit right here.
Okay.
So first thing I'm going to get you to do is drill that hole for me in one of these appetizer trays. Now we're going to don our safety gear because that's very, very important. What you're going to want to do is measure about 1 inch down from a long edge on the tray. So that's going to be your guide. I've just sort of semi-started that hole for you. When you're using the Forstner bit, don't put too much pressure on.
Okay. I love how Linda's giving me power tools right away. Pushing hard enough?
So the next thing that we're going to do, Tasha, is we're going to make the channel that the wine glass slips into the tapas tray with. So what you want to do is use this square so you've got it nice and straight, perpendicular to the edge, and just draw your first line. And now what we're going to do is kind of move this over, and we're going to make sure that the wine glass can slide in. That looks pretty good. All right, so the next step is, now that you've got your channel drawn out here, we're going to take our trusty little jigsaw and cut this channel out.
Okay.
And we will cut. Alrighty, so the next thing you want to do, now that your channel's all channeled out, is you're going to take a wee bit of sandpaper. I want to suggest like maybe 150 grit so that it, you know, does a nice job on cleaning up your edges. And the other thing you're going to want to do is round this corner quite a bit. Now the reason that you want to round that corner is because you want it to be nice and easy for your glass to slide in and out. So now that we've got these little nasty bits all off of here, we want to make sure that all the food is held inside of here. And you know how we're going to create that lip?
I take it the cork.
Yes. I hope that you've been saving your corks. Please tell me you have been.
No, but I definitely can start drinking more wine to save those corks for you.
Excellent. That's what I want to hear. I like to cut all my corks in half. Now the reason that I cut them in half is they go twice as far because you get 2 pieces out of one. But you also have this wonderful wide gluing surface which makes it absolutely perfect for adhering onto surfaces.
Okay.
The way we're going to glue them down is we're going to use an exterior wood glue. Now the reason we're using exterior is because these will be getting wet. If we used a normal inside glue, these things would probably fall off. Okay, so now that you've got all your corks on here, and you did that gorgeous little bevel, what you want to do is seal this a little bit. Now the reason that you want to seal it is if you don't, it'll stain on you. So if you dribble a little bit of red wine or, you know, some sauce or whatever, it will stain the wood. Now, once again, you don't want to kill people, so you want to make sure whatever you put on there is food safe.
Okay.
I like to use beeswax, which is this stuff right here, but you can also use things like olive oil or canola oil, just whatever you would normally put on a cutting board. Well done, little DIY-ista. Now, I just added a little bit of whimsy on here. I had some champagne corks, so basically I just drilled a hole down the middle and added it with a little bit of string. And you know what, Tasha? These look really cool hanging on the wall when you're not using them. So you can actually use them in the kitchen against a backsplash or whatever.
Looks wonderful. Well, shall we put the wine glass in?
Shall we fill the wine glass?
Ooh, très bien.
Let's go to the wine cellar.